I'm Meg.
And I'm Rae.
And we are MEG-A-RAE.
Happy New Year! Okay, so not quite New Year, at least not yet, but we are celebrating New Year's and new books in the new year. And thank you, Meg, for your lovely singing. Though I can't really think over it. You sing so pretty. So we're going to talk about some really great authors that are going to be coming out with books in 2013. So keep an eye out at the library for these titles. And we're talking all the way until September and August. So 2013, it's going to be a good year.
It's going to be an awesome year for books.
And didn't you recently write a blog about it?
I did. I just wrote actually just some books that have recently come out or will be coming out in January, at the beginning of January. So you can all look for them.
And I will be writing a blog shortly when I have 5 minutes to spare about new books for the teens coming out in 2013. Yeah.
It's
5 minutes, it's hard. It's
I
hard
know.
to find.
Well, who do you want to go first?
Why don't you go first? As
Okay.
always.
All right. Well, my first book is called Me and the Devil, and it's by author Nick Tosches. And I believe that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry, Nick, if that's not. But it's sort of a little bit suspenseful. So it's one of those books that you need to look for if you like suspense. Another one that has recently come out, but you'll probably see a lot of it next year because it's just recent, and it's called Sweet Tooth by McEwan. And it's around the Cold War, near the end in 1972, and another little suspense mystery book. And I have a nonfiction book that will be coming out.
I've seen that one. Did you order it? Because I was thinking about ordering it.
I don't know if we've ordered it yet.
Okay, then I'll look into that.
Yeah. But I think parents would like this. And I think even some of us would like reading it because it's one that you can reflect back on your childhood a little bit on. And it's by Ken Jennings, and it's called Because I Said So. And basically it reminisces on sort of what your parents have told you that ended up possibly being lies.
There is a book trailer, actually. I pinned that recently to our Pinterest page. You can check out our Mooresville Public Library Pinterest page. Look for adult book trailers.
And I've got it on
kind of funny.
Yep.
It's kind of myth-busting by the Jeopardy champ.
It is, and I like
it's
it.
Fun.
And another one that I'm looking forward to is Marmee and Louisa. And Marmee and Louisa May Alcott, if you're familiar, that's Louisa May Alcott wrote Little Women, and she based her own mother on Marmee. And it's just based on letters that historians have found from Louisa May Alcott. They wrote this book about her mother and how influential she was and all of that good stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm interested because I love Little Women. And my next book is, I'm actually quite excited about it. It's author William Kuhn, and it's by, and the title is Mrs. Queen Takes the Train. And it's a British book, and it's about this woman who has the insight into the royals. So it's kind of behind the scenes on what goes on with the royal family, kind of dirty and gritty. I'm excited about it.
That sounds fun.
I know.
I like the Brits.
I like the Brits too, and I like the cover art. And the last two that I have are graphic novels that I'm excited about. They came out this year, but they're one of those graphic novels that when they came out, they got some good press, but I really think they're going to get popular next year, and they're going to be everywhere.
So you heard it here first.
So you heard it here first. The graphic novel is The Nao of Brown, and it's by Dillon, and it's about a lady who has OCD, and we're not talking OCD with, like, you know, obsession of washing your hands, organization, flipping, you know, lights off and on. It goes deeper into her world. And the stories, though, that is written in this wonderful graphic novel is very interesting, and the art is phenomenal. Nice. So it kind of brings a serious subject in a lighter context. Okay. That makes sense.
And you learn and you're entertained.
Yeah, you're entertained. And the next one is Not My Bag, and it's by Sina Grace. And it's basically from the artist of The Little Depressed Boy and Amber Brinson's Among the Ghosts. And it's a haunting story about...
Spooky.
Yeah, it's very spooky and gothic, about a young artist who takes a job at a department store in order to make ends meet. And while he's there, some of his art kind of comes into life, and I'm not going to go on from there. It's a horror thriller, graphic novel. So if you kind of like gothic tales, you'll really like this graphic novel, and the art is fabulous once again. But there are two books that are definitely coming out next year. One is Charlaine Harris's book, her last installment of the Sookie Stackhouse series. So we are very excited and very sad.
Very sad.
Very sad. But I'm looking forward to that, and that's coming out next year. And another book that will be coming out is called Fused by Juliana Baggett. And it is the sequel to Pure. And Pure is it's
a crossover title, right?
It's a crossover title, and it's after the apocalypse, so post-apocalyptic, and the Pures are kind of in this little realm to themselves in a protected area, and then there are the people who are non-Pures, who are dirty and poor and who are trying to survive out in the normal world. And one of the Pures escapes and meets a girl out in what seems to be New York City, and a story unfolds. And it's wonderful.
I love it when a story unfolds.
And those are my books.
2013 will be awesome.
It will be.
Most of the books, actually, I think the vast majority of the books I'm going to talk about are sequels. They're the newest installments to series that are already out and already very popular, and if you haven't read them yet, you should. So two really popular titles right now are Delirium by, just completely lost her name, sorry, Lauren Oliver. Sorry, Lauren. And Divergent by Veronica Roth. And they have the third book in both of their series coming out in this new year.
Yay!
I'm not entirely sure when the sequel to Veronica Roth's series will come out, but Requiem, which is the third book in the Delirium series, will be out in March. So we will be adding that to our collection here pretty soon.
Nice.
Other books that I'm super excited about. We have a new installment to the High Society books by Ali Carter. It'll be called Perfect Scoundrels. That one comes out in February. And then we have Scarlet, also coming out the same day. It's a big day for me, February 5th. Scarlet is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles. The first book was Cinder, which involves Cinderella as a cyborg in futuristic Asia, post-apocalyptic futuristic Asia. Very cool. I cannot wait for Scarlet. That one will be, I believe, Red Riding Hood.
Fun.
So, I love her.
Me too.
And that's by Marissa Meyer. Other books coming out include a new book in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. Let's see, a new book in the Enemy series by Charlie Higson. A new Miss Peregrine book. Miss Peregrine's Home from Peculiar Children. That one's coming out in June.
Yay! I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then the ones I'm super excited about include Etiquette and Espionage. I believe I've mentioned that one. That one comes out at the end of January. I cannot wait to get my hot little hands on it. I'm just so excited. So excited. Gail Carriger. Awesome.
I love you.
Fire and Ash by Jonathan Marbury. His fourth and final book in the Benny and Maura series is coming out in September. That book, the first book is Rotten Ruin if you haven't read it, but you like zombie novels, if you like The Hunger Games, if you like any of that stuff. It's awesome. It really is. It's really good, and you should totally check it out. And then two series that I've been really obsessed with lately.
Okay.
We've got the Croak series by Gina D'Amico.
Yes.
And I have to wait till some unknown date in 2013 for Rogue, which is the third book in the series. We have the first two, so make sure to check those out. They are amazing. It's about a girl who had some anger management issues and then found out that she was a Grim Reaper.
Well, there you go. No wonder why she has anger management issues.
So now there's trouble in the Grim sphere, and I love it so much. And then finally, Untold, which is book 2 in the Lynburn Legacy series by Sarah Reese Brennan. The first book was called Unspoken. There's a girl who has always had the voice of this boy in her head, and she just thought that was some like weird little crazy quirk of her own, but this person was closer to her than anyone else in the world. And then she meets him in real life, and she's like, whoa, this is crazy. And so it takes place in Britain. It's such clever, witty dialogue at the beginning, followed by a gothic kind of mystery thriller toward the end, and it's just chock full of wonderful. And that book will be coming out in August. And Sarah, why are you making me wait so long? That's me. So that's my list for now. There are many more books on the list, including the new book in the Gone saga by Michael Grant. I mean, we have so many coming out this year.
So many.
So if you have a favorite series, it is likely that there will be a new book in it.
Yes, and that we will have it.
Yes, because I'm on top of that, kids. I'm there for you. So we're very excited, and we hope you have a fabulous holiday season, a wonderful new year full of wonderful new books.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Our fabulous Rachel will be celebrating her birthday over the holidays.
It hardly seems necessary.
Well, I think it's necessary, and I think we should all sing her happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Ray, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go now. Bye.